Equality, development, and peace.
Prior to signing of the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act 2022 into law, President Bio said the act will end gender imbalances with more inclusion, participation, and representation of women in politics and governance. He cited women are to be strongly featured in leadership positions, noting the time for closing the gender gap is now, as he believes there is no democracy without the inclusion and active participation of women in critical national decision-making processes.
I want us to put an end to the objectification and commodification of our women. The Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Bill has been a long time coming, as you all know. And let me say this: a society is only as free and empowered as its women are free and empowered. The key provisions of this law speak to the principles of inclusion, representation, participation, and a more responsive posture on gender. Of course, a lot of people have already alluded to this. At least 30% representation in cabinet. At least 30% representation of all appointments as ambassadors, high commissioners,
The Women's Empowerment Bill was developed in 2020 by the Gender Ministry, introduced to Parliament in 2021, and enacted by the legislature on November 15, 2022. The Gender and Children's Affairs Minister, Manti Tarwali, proclaimed that signing of the act into law by the President marks a new dawn for women that will meaningfully position Sierra Leone to a middle-income country with the provision of both political, social, and economic inclusion.
Why is it a new dawn in Sierra Leone for women? Because change, the change we want to see as women, is here. It's real and it's tangible. It's not lip service. It's measurable change. It's accountable change in an inclusive and comprehensive way that will move women, us, rural women and urban women, from insignificance, meaninglessness, to acceptance of wealth, of substance and of value.
This action is considered as a fulfillment of the Sustainable Development Goal 5 to achieve gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls. Salifu Chorna Kamara, AYV News.